What's up, guys? Welcome back to Average Takes. I'm your host, Bob.
This is Roman. We're just some average guys saying slightly average things for the average person.
I'm Shenny, and if you like what we are about to say in this next video, do not forget to like and subscribe. Also, follow us on Apple, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. We got it all.
Yes, sir.
And now, onto your scheduled episode. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Average Takes.
Welcome back. Let's get it.
How's it?
Last time we talked to you, we brought you our overall outlook of the MLB, 2 months down. But now, this week, we're giving you our Padres update.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
San Diego Padres.
Your Pods are sitting at a cool 37-25. What are we, two games out of first right now?
Yeah, but we're above the Dodgers, so that's really all that matters.
Yeah. 2 games, or a game and a half, excuse me. Game and a half out of first. Dodgers are 3 games, so we're a game and a half above them also. Padres looking pretty good. That we've had 20 games in 20 days, so we knew that there was a rough
struggling
patch
a little bit. Yeah,
that they were going to go through, and that was obviously the Cubs getting swept. And this
bad.
This is a weird part in our series because we literally went Cubs, Mets. Now we're facing the Cubs, and we see the Mets again. So a little weird, but it's good competition. Both of these guys are in first place, or sitting around first place. Cubs just fell a half game out.
Yeah,
but this is good competition.
Definitely preparing ourselves just in case we had to get in a wild card game against one of these two teams. These early games will be good tests to see just how we battle out with these teams. I do not want to face the Mets in a 1-game wild card, especially with DeGrom. We saw what he did firsthand against the Pod. So
firsthand,
I would love to avoid the Mets, and I hope they run away with that division. So then we do not have to face them in the wild card game.
Well, we're only 60 games deep, and they already have a 3.5 game lead in that division. So,
Frank the Tank is back, good. Excited.
Talking a little bit deeper, your Padres, they won last night, and it was good because they're coming off back-to-back losses versus the Mets, 1-2. And you know what I was thinking when we were facing the Mets? The Mets missed that first season, and now they've lined up Jared DeGrom versus a number 4 starter every week.
Mm-hmm. Jacob DeGrom?
Or Jacob DeGrom. What did I say? Jared? I don't know what I said.
I was confused a little bit.
They lined up DeGrom versus a number 4 and a number 3 every round in the rotation. So, yeah, he's killing it. Has a .62 ERA. But, I mean,
he's never ace versus ace.
And so in that one game wild card, if we have to face them, it's DeGrom versus Yu Darvish. I'm taking my guy Yu.
Might be a little bit different,
but that's all I got to say about that. Is that they get their 1 and 2 versus our 4 and 5 starters,
or we could just face them in a best of 5, best of 7 series. Because
would love to see that.
That would be
smoke them.
Easy money.
Smoke them if that happens.
Easy money.
That. The Padres have played in 62 games currently, 2 more than last season. And we've done a lot of it without one of our best players, Trent Grisham.
Yeah.
He's only played in 36 games this season.
And he's a rising superstar. Right under Tatis.
Did you see what MLB did the other day, MLB Network? They did a top 25, under 25. Trent Grisham was number 9.
Oh, fire.
That's unreal to me, but I'm glad he's starting to get the praise that, I see a lot of people, I think it was yesterday, going back and forth about Trent Grisham. It was Foolish Baseball. And they said, you really thought not Tatis, but Trent Grisham is a top player? And he said, yeah, 24-year-old Gold Glover who has 156 OPS plus. I mean, that's unreal.
I just needs to stay healthy.
Got to stay
He's a
healthy.
stud.
He's had a couple
He can.
minor
He can.
minor injuries, and that has a lot to do with playing center and being the speed leadoff guy. Is that his feet tend to get bruised, calf strain, hammy, that type of
Yeah.
stuff happens to these fast leadoff guys.
But
I'd
I
love
also,
to need him in the lineup though.
yeah, but I also think it's a little bit of precaution from upper management at Padres. Just
Hmm.
we want guys healthy.
Saving him.
Yeah, we want guys healthy longer in the season. When it comes August, September, October, especially, we need guys healthy then. We don't necessarily need him healthy for these 1-2 games versus the Cubs and the Mets. But
Yeah.
I just heard today that within a couple days he'll start his rehab assignment, so
yeah,
should see him in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm not too mad at that because I'm ready for Trent to take over center field full time because watching Profar, Mateo, and Fam in center
It's a clown
is
circus.
scary compared to Trent because Trent I know is locked down 99.9% of the time.
Hawk. He's a hawk.
Yeah.
he's definitely got Petco down. It's gets sketchy watching Profar go back on a ball. You're like, oh, he looks like he's gonna catch it, and all of a sudden the ball's over the fence. You're like, what do you mean? Why can't you time that? He runs in the wall. I saw him run in the wall last night. Come on, guy.
And him not being our leadoff batter is really tanking our bats too. I feel like we haven't been hitting it at all. Not getting any rallies like we used to.
And
Yeah.
you definitely know that because the last month, Tommy Pham has been our second best hitter behind Tatis. So
Facts.
our bats are cold right now is because, and I'm
Yeah.
props to Tommy for bringing it up and getting better and
Way to step up.
yeah, stepping up. I mean, his on base percentage is still pretty good, 364. That's pretty good for what he's done to start off the season. He's only batting 225, but gets on base at a 364 clip. That's 2 points under Tatis.
Yeah, that's
So
fire.
I mean that's
And
fire. That's walks. That's errors and him just getting on base. That's huge for our club and him
for
sitting
sure.
at our backup leadoff hitter currently without Grisham is solid for us. And we hated on him from the beginning, but now we're 2 months in, mid or early June, mid June.
He's
He's
doing it.
heating up. He's
He's
heating up,
doing
and
it.
I love to see it because, like I said, the whole back situation, everything he's gone through. Tommy Pham's one of my favorite players. His story, how long it took him to get in the major leagues. I love seeing him do good. That's why I backed him for so long, and now he's shown it.
Yeah, it's for sure. I've definitely been one of his biggest critics, just not
Yeah,
giving him
you're his
enough
biggest
time.
hater.
Hey, the reverse jinx though is
Oh,
works 100% of the time. So
facts.
you must have
Facts.
heard something be said, or just maybe heard a little bit of what we were saying about him, and
Mm-hmm.
put my words right back in my mouth. And hey, worked out best for this ball club, and I'm happy to say that that happened like that.
Oh yeah, love to see it. I saw a lot of guys. Padre. I know I talk about Padres Twitter because I am amongst of it, and I like to see
Leader.
it. I'm not a leader.
I'm just kidding.
But I like to see what they have to say and other fans' perspectives and point of views. And a lot of people were hating on Mateo as of recently, saying he's not bringing as much to the ball club.
Eh,
And I think it's because of his expanded role as of late. He's had to play more and not just get in those pinch
We're
runs.
expecting too much of him right now.
And I mean, yeah, he. It, I don't know. He's not. He's not going to be the top prospect that everyone thought he was, but he still has the speed that kills. And once Grisham comes back and Mateo could go back into that bench role and just absorb just being a pinch runner. I mean, the Padres lead the major league in stolen bases for a reason. We
Yeah.
run a fast club.
yes,
We
and
we
I
have like
think
60 something steals, and the next most has is like 20 behind.
40. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, fire.
No,
running
but I
all over
think it's
them.
just that has to do with just Padres Twitter not understanding Mateo's role. He's not an everyday player. He's not going to give us those numbers that we want to see from
Yep.
a replacement that we
Expecting
need
too
from
much
of
out of
Trent
him.
Grisham. He's not Trent Grisham. He's Jorge Mateo.
Mm-hmm.
He's really just a runner, and that keeps him in the MLB, and he's going to accept that. So we'll take it as it is, and maybe he'll turn up, hit a home run or something sometime soon, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, he's good now. He's cool." It's all his home runs shuts
Yeah,
him up quick.
I think that injury, the Trent Grisham one, obviously is affecting a lot of players. Profar having to play in center field, I don't think he ever thought that was going to be a thing, you know. And I want to touch back onto this injury and our players playing certain positions later on in the podcast when we talk about who we're interested in. Let's start talking a little bit about the pitching side. We kind of got a deep dive into some players.
Diving some
Roman, I
players.
think you owe a certain someone an apology.
Blake Snell, you're listening to the podcast, buddy. I
Reverse
slandered on
jinx.
your name. I
Reverse jinx.
wanted to trade you last pod, and you come out and shove for 7 innings with 10 strikeouts. Love
Yeah.
it. We
Yeah.
I
love to
mean,
see it.
like Shenny
Hey,
says, Shenny's always a reverse jinx hater.
Yeah.
He says it's reverse jinx, but I think it's just him hating.
no, it's definitely reverse jinx. It works out in for everyone. I have to hate for them to start turning up. I'll do it. Tatis, I did it with Tatis. He hasn't even. I haven't said one bad thing about him since that one day that I said something bad about him. Tommy Pham, been crazy this last month. And Roman for Blake Snell, I'm glad Blake Snell did what he did. It was needed. It was
Yeah.
much needed. The Friar faithful was getting a little worried about him, and he turned in a great outing and shoved.
It definitely shut me up, but that's his first in 10 games. I feel like he's played,
He has
and I need more out of him.
two really great games so far
Yeah.
this season.
That was his longest in like 3 years, 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 innings.
That was a
That's
new
the
Blake
Blake.
Snell.
That's
This is
the
the
Blake.
monster Blake Snell we were looking for.
Yeah.
That's the Blake Snell
He
we
just
turned
needs
to
to
meet.
warm up. Jace Tingler's trying to throw him in there for 3-4 innings, and he ain't, his arm ain't warmed up yet. He shoves. But
I like
I
that.
need more out of him. I need more innings, more strikeouts, everything. Let's see it, Snell. He brings the energy too. Him yelling on the mound
Yeah.
fits right in with the Padres.
Yeah, and I think that's how we're gonna see Blake Snell for a little bit. I really do. I like what he's brought. The last, I mean, that game, and then it was only like 2 games or 3 games before that versus Colorado that he shoved. So hopefully we could see a lot more of that Blake Snell, high intensity, just
High
Ready
pushing
to
intensity.
people,
piss.
Feel the
Ready to
energy.
mowing people down. But I
Yeah.
mean, our starters have had a great season so
Joe
far.
Musgrove has been killing it, bro. Another
Joe
guy with 10
Musgrove.
strikeouts his last play.
Yeah,
Nobody
65
love it.
innings, 2.33 ERA. He has
Whip
89
under
strikeouts.
one. Ooh.
Yeah, shoving, bro.
Yeah, bro, like unreal. What you mentioned? Whip under one.
Yeah, whip under one.
Yeah,
I'm
whip.
tired.
Whip. If you didn't know what Shani's talking about, that is walks, hits, and in innings pitched. So that's basically how many batters you let on an inning. And to be under one is unreal.
Elite.
Yeah,
This is
and,
elite. It's an
you
elite
know,
season.
you, Darvish, and Musgrove are both sitting under one currently, and that's elite. And with Weathers just a touch over one. I mean, this team right now.
Yep.
is
Weather
kicking.
stuff is just low key. He misses barrels, and he just finds a way. I don't know how. He doesn't really overpower, doesn't really locate super well. He has been lately, but he's not known for being a good locator.
I feel like
But
we need to pitch him longer too. He only had 5 innings yesterday, 4 Ks, but I mean,
Well, he kind of. I mean, yes, I'd like to see him.
they
go
like
longer.
him
Yeah.
only going one time through the order. I feel like
I'd like to see him go longer, but
They were hitting
That
off of him
that
though.
fifth inning, yeah, is right
Yeah,
when his pitches started getting away from him. And so, I
yeah,
mean, this coaching staff is honestly pretty smart, man. There is a rhyme and a reason to what
everything.
they
Yeah.
do and why they do things. And I know it's hard to see sometimes because we watch the Giants come in and just beat people on bullshit. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell Giants fans. Giants fans come up to me, how do you see the Giants? What do you think? And I'm just like, man, I I don't know. I would have never
Ten,
called that in my whole life. I would have never said in the middle of June.
I'll
eh,
tell them how it is. They're pretenders. They are
You
Pretenders.
think they're pretenders?
pretenders. Yes.
They
I
jumped
mean,
back above us, bro. I
they
don't know.
got one
Padres been
more
Good.
playing
month.
20 games,
Good.
but 20
Good.
games in a
Let
row.
them
But
linger above us. Let them linger right there because when it comes
don't let them
down
linger
to
too far, though. Don't let them
we're
linger
within
too
a
far.
series reach. We're within a series reach. That's
All right.
perfect. That's
All
exactly what
right.
we need.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
that far. Only a couple games, handful of
But hey,
games.
let them linger above us for as long as possible because when we need to, all of a sudden the bats turn up, it's over. It's
Hmm.
over for the league and we're done. We're rolling.
That's when Grisham comes back.
Grisham comes back. Manny Machado starts raking because
Yeah.
when he starts hitting, it comes and it's hitting
Talking
like
about
literally
last night's
500.
game, don't give him a second try. Don't give him a second chance,
How
buddy.
crazy was that?
Come on now.
Play Roman's talking about is Anthony Rizzo drops a little
Right off of
pop
his
up,
head.
foul ball pop up, overruns it,
Love
and
it.
then the
Love to
very
see it.
next pitch, Manny goes oppo
Boots it.
taco into the corner.
Boots it.
Bomb.
Boom.
We've been talking about Mark Melanson a lot, but yeah, I just got to keep saying it. Zero
Number
six
one in
six
saves.
ERA, number one in saves with 19,
Feel the
27
energy.
innings.
Relentless energy.
He is so much fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
It definitely looks like teams might be getting a hold of Mark a little bit and seeing his pitches. He does walk a lot. I mean, he has
Yeah.
11 walks to 22 strikeouts. That's only one walk every two strikes. It's not that good, but he's doing it. He's shutting games down. Runs are not scoring. So I am not gonna comment on
Don't be mad
anything
at
other
that.
than him having a stellar year.
Do you guys believe the
Stellar.
Eude slander?
Oh yeah, let's touch on that a little bit. Let's
Do
touch
you
on that a
believe
little
the
bit.
Eude slander?
I saw that inside of the glove.
Yeah,
He
touching the
he
glove a
just
little bit.
it wasn't like a
It's
dig
not
in.
as noticeable as everybody else's. Everybody else's, if you zoom it, the stickers literally fling off the glove.
Yeah, those
Hughes is just
sticker.
like tapping it, you know. But I don't know. I
Yeah,
feel
you
like
Darvish is
if you're
in the.
good right now and everybody's doing it, why not? That's what I feel
Why
like.
not do
If
it?
I'm a pitcher in the league, I'm not going to be the only one in trouble. So why
No,
not do it?
listen.
Everybody's
My
doing it.
mindset. The more of this has been talked about, my mindset kind of changed about it. I feel the same way about you. If everyone's doing it, might as well do it. If I get caught,
Yeah.
mm,
Everybody else is going to get caught. I'm going to go down shooting
Well,
everybody out.
MLB
You know what I
just
mean?
dropped the news
just
that
announced. So we'll see.
10 game suspension if
We'll
you're
see.
caught.
We will see if they do anything
We'll
about
see.
it.
Who's first?
Because
Trevor Bauer.
no, Garrett Cole, I think's first, bro.
Garrett
His
Cole.
spin rate numbers, everything down the lowest in 2 years. The one
Yesterday or the other day.
the other day, and it's just weird coincidence that it just happened to be about when this conspiracy starts heating up, you know.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's
what.
not pine tar. I figured out it's not pine tar. It's called spider tack, and it's way more effective than pine tar, and it's unnoticeable with the substances and stuff like that. That's why you see them stick, but no like oil stuff. That's why you
Yeah.
see it like, stick like that. Which, hey, I'm for it. I'm gonna be for it now
Yeah.
until someone gets caught and they make a big deal about it, where it's we don't want this in the game. Everyone's doing it because I need the bats to start coming alive, and it's
Yeah.
perfect time. Summertime's coming. I want some home runs, and I haven't been seeing home runs. Pitching's been too dominant. We've seen 7 no-hitters, bro. 7 no-hitters. Come on.
And every one of them are using the freaking spider tap.
We're not mad about it though.
Whatever.
We're not gonna be mad
Yeah.
about it no more.
Yeah.
I've
We're just
talked to a
gonna
lot of my friends who kind of sit in the game and have minors and stuff like that. They say everyone does it. Absolutely everyone uses it. And if I'm gonna start blaming that now that I saw you because I really didn't think you did it. And if it's you, Darvish, doing it,
Yeah, the nicest guy. One doesn't even speak
yeah, the
English.
man who doesn't even like baseball, he just likes the art of pitching.
Yeah.
It might be everyone. And
We're not mad then.
Yeah.
That's even more props to these hitters. Fernando Tatis, even more props to that guy.
yeah, and the weird thing is MLB came out and said before season that they were gonna kill the balls. But we really haven't got a chance to see that because pitchers are using stuff like they're using the
Yeah.
spider tech, like you say, the stuff that just sticks bricks to hands without any force. Like, yeah, man. And it sucks that this is in the middle of our game. Like, I heard some people saying, like, will this be known as the sticky era? Like, the pitchers use stickum. Like, I don't want any of that. I just want baseball to be played, man. That's all I want. If you're not that good, get
Get
out of
out.
the league. You know, like if you have to use it, if Trevor Bauer has to use this stickum stuff or Garrett Cole to be good, I don't want to watch you. I really don't.
Do we ever see good pitching then?
It's not what I'm here for.
That's not what you're here for. You're here for the home
And that's not what
runs.
I'm going to be honest. As a
Yeah.
fan of the game, I'm not here to watch a no hitter. Yes, if I happen to run myself into watching a no hitter and it just happens to happen, I'm all for that. But
Yeah.
every night that I turn on a baseball game, I'm not looking for a no hitter. I'm looking for a home run.
Yeah.
I want to see the swag chain. I want to
A
see
pimp
them
walk.
pimp. Yeah, literally pimp homers, throw the bat, spit in the pitcher's face, and say, "Yeah, what now?" And if pitchers have to use the stickums to stop that, then MLB has to crack down on it. And I'm ready.
Ready.
Maybe
I
next
mean,
year.
I'm a fan of the game. I don't want all this extra stuff. Might as well let the players use steroids.
That's one. Yeah, no, but
We're gonna get
Yeah.
faster
Might as well.
That
pitches,
deep
more
into it?
spin. We're gonna
Okay,
get
but you might
further
as well.
homers.
But steroids is also a bigger health issue than just spider
Okay.
tackle on the gloves.
Okay, you use spider tack. I use a metal bat.
Oh.
Okay.
My ball is gonna go 700
To the
feet.
moon.
I'm just
to
saying.
the freaking moon.
Think about it like this.
I'm
Think
thinking
about
of
it from
other
a
things.
hitter's. Think about it from a hitter's perspective. If everyone's using it and these guys are still doing what they're doing, these hitters are just so much better than what you
True.
think they are.
Very true.
So,
yeah.
so you think, oh, Manny Machado's slumping, or you think, oh, so and so's slumping. Maybe it's because they've been facing aces or 1-2s who have been just spider attacking every ball they get for like 5 consecutive starts. That's like 5 weeks in a row. So I don't know. We'll see.
I agree with you guys. I mean, I hate that this spider tech is a situation right now. I hate that Garrett Cole and Trevor Bauer brought it into the league.
Literally, whatever. You don't want to be late to the party. You know what I'm saying? If everyone's doing it, you're not going to be late. I do not want to be late. I'd rather be a part of it. And
that's what Trevor Bauer said. That's what Trevor Bauer said a couple years ago.
Basically.
That if everyone's doing it, I might as well join the fun.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know. I lost the train of thought that I wanted to bring up to you guys. Shall we move on to our next segment?
Should we get down to the nitty gritty?
Our next segment, we wanted to bring you our first rendition of who we want at the deadline, who we think this Padres team is going to trade for, who we want them to trade for.
Early trade talks.
Very early, the earliest. I haven't really seen this anywhere, so I want to get in there, tell you guys some key people who I think the dads could key in on and actually make this a World Series run. Yeah, let's go into it. Who wants to start her off?
Shenny, let's hear it.
So what are we doing first?
We're gonna do 3. Let's give it to the people. 3 players. We're gonna have our dream. Who is gonna be the biggest, boldest pick you could find? Then you're gonna do a need. What do you think the team needs? And then a want. What do we want the
All
team?
right, all right. So
Right?
I'm gonna
Is that
start.
what we agreed on? Did I
Yeah,
say it right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Okay.
Um, so I'm gonna start with a dream. My dream for the San Diego Padres is to somehow acquire Washington National starting pitcher, all-time legend, all-time all-star Max Scherzer. Somehow comes to San Diego on the last year of his deal. He's worth $30 million, so definitely gonna need Washington to pitch probably about two-thirds of that contract with him, and we can just give him Paddock and some prospects. I will trade Paddock for a World Series ring. Not gonna lie.
Max Scherzer, World Series champ a couple years ago. Yeah, he's absolutely shoving this year. 2.22 ERA in 77 innings
He,
with 104 strikeouts. Are
yeah, and
you kidding me?
I was really uncertain on him. I thought he was gonna have a kind of a bad year just because he's getting older. You never know with these veteran guys, but this first half performance he's putting on is crazy, and I would
That's
love to see it in a Padres uniform.
that's 20
Absolutely.
more strikeouts than you Darvish. And I
Yeah.
feel like you Darvish only gets strikeouts.
And Max Scherzer is low key brings electric energy
Mm-hmm.
too. I imagine combining him. He goes 8 innings and then ninth inning Melanson. That energy is never leaving the stadium at all. Literally
Oh
high every
yeah.
time, relentless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a huge Max fan. Max Scherzer's been one of the best starting pitchers in the league, and like you were saying, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, and you were kind of down on Max, but let me give you it into a little bit of the team perspective. We're trading for them about, I would say, halfway through the season, so we'd only owe him half of his contract, and then also, I'm sure Nationals will eat some. But you're getting a veteran who shoves, like you said, brings electric energy, one of the best in the game still, and this national team sucks. They are
Yeah,
terrible, and he
they're
still
down
brings
bad.
it every day because he knows he might just end up on a contender. He's in the last year of his deal. I'm sure he'll get another deal after this. He's 36, but he's still pitching very strong into his age 36 season. That's a dream. I share the dream with you, Shenny. Roman, who's your dream?
My dream is if you guys have been following this podcast for a while, Giancarlo Stanton is a stud in San Diego. Oh my God, he's reaching the end of his 300 or $218 million deal. Where he's 7 year, he got a 7 year sign. He opted out last year, and he's just a stud in San Diego. He won the World Series, not the World Series, the Home Run Derby. And he would just fit on this team. We need a good DH when we go to teams that we play with when we need a DH, and I think Giancarlo would fit for sure. Nice
Um,
dream of mine.
I love that you say Giancarlo because he does absolutely rake in San Diego. You were saying this last year as guys to look out for in the playoffs, and then he hits like 3 or 4 when the Yankees played the Rays in San Diego at the opposite or the different location of the stadium. So, I mean, I would love it. Padres don't have a DH right now. I think that's in the future. I'm not sure how long he has on his deal left.
Yeah, but when we play teams, we have Tatis as a DH. We need him at shortstop.
Yeah, I
Kim's
mean,
trash.
we
You know what I
we
mean?
need an outfielder though too. The
Need a,
thing,
Yeah.
yeah, we need
And when Trent Grisham's hurt, we throw him instead of Profar or Mateo out
I
there.
don't know if you're throwing him in center,
he's old
but
man.
I
Tall,
mean,
lengthy
Giancarlo
guy.
is still a bat, and I honestly would love to see him in San Diego because of how he loves to hit there. I watched him hit 2 homers there when he was in Miami, and so I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Giancarlo. That's a dream. I think it's a big, wide dream that
think
If
might be a lucid dream,
if
but
I wasn't a fan, I'd tell you to dream on. I'm kidding. But I'm just saying that I like Giancarlo. I think he
Might
would
be out of
fit
reach, but
obviously with his
would be
team.
lit.
Yankees would have to eat almost every
All of
bit
it.
of that contract,
Oh
but
yeah.
Giancarlo would be sick.
would be
My dream.
would be
This is the guy I've been waiting on because I think he fits this team perfectly. We need a left-handed bat, we need an outfielder, and we need someone who's raking. Jesse Winker. It's not a
Jesse
big name.
Winker?
It's not a huge name that you, as a fan, listening or watching right now, you might not even know who Jesse Winker is. But Jesse Winker of the Cincinnati Reds, in 200 at bats this season so far, he's batting a 350, 17 bombs, 37 RBIs, 1.077 on base plus slugging. Hey, he might be having a career year. He might be. This might be a bunch of bullshit. It might be. But getting guys like this wins you the World Series. If you
yeah.
could go and snag this guy, Jesse Winker, I mean, he's a good hitter. He has a career batting average of 293. So he's good. He's only 27. It might cost you a pretty penny because he's having such a good year. A lot of teams might want him. But my dream situation, bring the big lefty to San Diego. Stick him in the outfield wherever. I'm pretty sure he only plays left or right. But hey, man, this guy's raking, and right now I'm not a big fan of Cronenworth in the 3 hole. I bet you, I bet your ass, Jesse Winker would love batting the 3 hole between Manny and Fernando.
That'd be
For
lit.
sure,
I
for
bet you.
sure.
I mean,
I think that's a great dream. I think that's attainable. You're sitting there looking at it. You're like salivating over it. It could happen. AJ Preller. You never know with this guy. Someone could be
Facts.
gone ASAP. But the Padres are in need of a left-handed bat slash outfielder, and there's a lot of guys on teams that can bring you that. And we'll continue going on with where we going. Where are we gonna switch to, the wants or the needs? The needs.
yeah, let's go team needs. Team needs.
All right, then I'm gonna go because we're gonna stay on the track of outfielders. I'm going Joey Gallo as a need. Plays all three outfield positions with Trent hurt and basically all of our outfield a little bit injury list prone. He's nice. He's only batting 207 right now, but we need him more to play the field. Honestly, he's a good guy.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a good
Joey
need for this
Gallo
team.
has to be. I mean, that's a great need for sure. And
Yeah.
with
I think
him
this would
doing
have fit
poorly,
perfectly in a dream situation because I think he
well,
dreamly matches everything we need.
correct, but he's hitting 207, so that's putting him definitely down on his stock. You're
Yeah.
not going to be like, oh, I'm going to give you good prospects for this guy in 200. So if we can steal him somehow, I mean, we'll take it because
Yeah.
with a new change of scenery for a guy like that, you never know.
I mean, we wanted him last year. Why not? Why don't
He
we take
has
him this
all
year?
the potential in the world
Oh
to be
yeah,
a great all-star, but we'll see what happens.
we'll see.
Has the
Yeah,
power,
has a
but
lot of power.
Bats left and right, stud.
just left.
Just left, not
Oh, just
switch.
left.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
throws right. That's
Oh,
left.
throws right. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, kind of weird. But you know what the cool thing is about Joey? He's an outfielder. He's played first base. He's played third base, and he's done it well. He has over 400 innings in center field. And like I've said, that I wanted to touch back to when we were talking about our backup players playing out there in center. That has looked ugly. Joey has like four WAR when he plays center and over 400 innings. I love that. I need that type of batter in our outfield. With the stick, he hits a lot of homers, a lot.
He's hit 10 this season.
But he also is only batting at 207 and is leading the league in strikeouts.
All right, dude. All
Yeah.
right, all right, all right.
Yeah.
Like I said, we need him in the outfield, buddy.
He's also
We
leading the
need
league
him in
in
the
walks.
outfield.
He's leading the league in walks though too.
All
So I mean,
right, see, he's
his
paying
on
attention
base
at the plate.
his on base is right around Fernando's 365. That's
Not
right
bad.
around.
Yeah,
So I mean,
Don't
Joey
care.
Gallo,
207 is unacceptable.
207 is unacceptable, and I think our team is good at finding out what's wrong with players and being able to use that to turn them around. Joey Gallo is one of those guys, I think.
Hope so. Hope so. Hope so.
definitely.
All right, Bob, you're up.
I'm up. Oh, I wasn't ready for that. We were talking about we said needs or wants.
We want
Needs.
needs for the Padres.
Okay,
No
need.
sketch, bro.
I'm gonna go. I'm a little up in the air about this need, but we need a guy who could come in and just dominate the pen. And I'm not saying that this is that type guy, but we also need someone who could pitch in the pen and start games when we need him to. We've been looking for one of those guys. We have a couple of them that are a little younger, but I'm going to throw out Michael Fulmer of the Detroit Tigers. Uh, he at one point was almost rookie of the year, had a stud season at starting pitcher and absolutely dominated the game. But now, as he's gotten older, there's been young guys coming in and out of Detroit, and he's had health issues, but he's played 35 innings, has 35 strikeouts, 3.34 ERA, pitching for the Tigers, man, one of the worst teams in the league. I think if he could do that on the Tigers, he could come over to San Diego and
And
be
shove.
exactly what this team needs to go have a spot start whenever you need. He could go in and start, and then have a guy who could come out and dominate for 2 innings. And that's the type of guy I'm looking for. He strikes out one guy per inning. His whip's a 1.23. It's not terrible. I mean, I like this guy. I know it's not something that is like a big name, and I know I'm going to stay away from big names and big contracts when we're talking about trades, but I think this Michael Fulmer guy, I mean, he has 4 saves this year, so they've been using him wherever they need because he's also started 4 games. So I think this type of player will fit perfectly in the Padres bullpen.
Not mad, not mad.
Nope.
Let's hear it, Shenny.
Need. Oh. I like that spot start. I don't like Fulmer, but I do like an additional bullpen
Fulmer's
guy.
not bad.
No, he is bad, but
He's
I
not
like
that
it.
bad.
I like an additional just bullpen guy who could give us 2 innings, solid 2 innings, 3 max, we just need depth, at the bullpen. And why not? I don't know if this guy can go 2 innings anymore, but why not also bring over Brad Hand, revive his career back in San Diego?
Yeah, he's already been on the pods, bro.
We need a lefty because Pomerantz has been in and out, and we need someone who's solid. And a veteran guy like Brad Hand, I think somehow we can get Scherzer and Brad Hand from the Nationals.
package
Magic.
deal.
AJ's
Would be
magic,
lit.
bro. Yeah, we'll be lit.
Would
We
be
never
lit.
know. We never know. But I think that's a need for me. Bullpen dude.
Nice. Could be
All right.
lit.
Let me start off the wants because I haven't done that yet. Let me start
Let's
off.
hear it.
The wants. All right. This is kind of what I'm putting myself as a dream, but also kind of realistic. I wanted myself. Jose Barrios of the
Barrios.
Twins is one of my favorite
Jose
pitchers.
Barritos.
He's one of my burritos. Barrios.
¿Qué?
No T.
¿Qué?
He's 27. He's a free agent in 2023.
¿Qué?
I think you go get this man, bring him and put him in a Padres uniform and let him shove with Caratini catching, and we get Caratini reviving guys' careers. Jose Barrios is a stud. I don't think I have to say much about him. He's pitched very well for this Twins team. The Twins are now in the shitter. I am no longer reviving them. It's
Oh,
done. There's
it's
no way they get
already in
revived.
Minnesota.
There's no way they turn the season around. I'm putting a stamp on that. It's time to give up. And why not go get something for Jose Barrios before he just walks away?
The
A
Beatles.
couple of years.
Not mad.
All right.
Shane's still stuck on the burritos, so I'm skipping them. I'm going another pitcher for our bullpen here. I know we have a nice closer, but we need a good reliever, and that would be Richard Rodriguez of the Pirates. He's getting paid dirt money for a bad team in Pittsburgh, and he could come to the Padres and pay him a little better than dirt money and shove for us. He's hold on, I have his stats up here for a second.
I got him right here.
7 saves, he's 24 innings and 19 Ks. He's got a 0.7 whip, 0.70 whip. Shoves. We can pay him a little more money, and he'd be nice for our bullpen.
I like that guy, honestly.
He was on all of our lists going into today, for sure.
Yeah.
And the good thing about him, Richard Rodriguez, is he's done good the last 2 seasons. It's not just a 1 year, and he's had a good year 2018 as well.
Yeah, he's done well in a 162 game year before.
And I know we're only exactly as much through this season as we played in the entire last season, but his numbers are pretty good. I mean, he has a 1.85 ERA. Last year he had a 2.7. His full year in 2018 when he was really good was a 2.47. I mean, this guy has been shoving.
The Pirates mine as well. He's 31.
Low-key shoving.
Not how much longer do you expect this guy to continue his trend, So might as well get some prospects, try to rebuild. Pittsburgh in baseball is down very bad, and you might as well go check out the number one farm system in baseball.
I'm sure that Pittsburgh will trade him at some point. It's just who's going to give them the prettiest penny.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not sure. He just started really like getting the saves and everything. He has 7 this year, 12 for his career.
Yeah.
So I think
we need him,
and we don't need him to save games either.
Exactly. That's why I already said we already have a sealed closer. We just need somebody who comes in after the starter, because I get scared every time.
I'm just tired of seeing Nabil Krismat walking on the mound.
Hey,
don't freaking Stammen.
Don't.
God.
Why are you guys shitting on my relievers right now? Both of those guys have really good years so far.
I don't want to hear
yes.
it, dude.
Krismat, I am tired of that.
Hey, Krismat has had a good year. I don't know. I mean, you might be tired of looking at him.
Richard comes in on top of all of them.
Nabil's pitched in 13 games, has a 2.84 ERA. I don't know.
He's given up a lot. He's given up games.
I mean, Stammen has a 3.20.
I am just like every other fan. I remember the bad shit, and that's
exactly. I only remember the bad things. You forget the good things because you expect them, but the bad things.
He forget the good things.
Yeah,
he did something bad, and that's in my mind. He blew a lead something against some team, and I do not like that.
Oh, let me guess. You're still mad at Tim Hill for something he did last year.
Nope. Tim Hill revived himself.
Tim Hill's been shoving.
I mean, our relievers are doing really good. The only thing that sucks about being a reliever is you really get 1 inning to shine. You give up a homer, you're usually fucking us. Like, if you give up 1, you're usually like, fuck. There goes the game.
There goes my career. God damn.
Like, you guys named every reliever except the one I'm scared of most.
Emilio Pagan.
That's Emilio Pagan.
Get him off our team. God damn.
He's having a good year too, but I am the absolute scaredest when Emilio Pagan comes to pitches.
Oh yeah.
Because he could strike out the side or he could give up 3.
Yeah.
And
Easy,
every
too.
other night,
Quick.
it no idea.
He has better numbers than Nabil.
Yeah.
Because he's played less. We don't
No.
trust that guy at all.
No, Emilio has played
Played
More?
a lot.
more,
Really?
and he's 3-0 undefeated with a 2.6 ERA.
He's given up 4 bombs. That's why.
Bob's mad over nothing.
He's given up 4 bombs.
Bob's looking at that.
4 bombs
That's
in
double
important
Chris
games.
Matt. That's double Chris Matt.
That sounds pretty good, though. That sounds pretty good.
Does sound pretty
2.63,
good.
3-0.
Hey man, I'm just saying. I'm scared as when Emilio comes in because he gives
Well, the
up.
team-
It's not just a ball. It's not just a homer either. It's a nuke. It's
Nuke,
out of
yeah.
the stadium, and then he looks back at the camera like,
Listen,
Sorry.
it seems as when he comes into the game, the Padres like to win because he's 3-0 right now. So maybe you should be
I mean,
rethinking that.
We need Richard
you read
Rodriguez.
some of the wrong stats.
We need Richard Rodriguez.
We do.
we
We
just
just
need
need bullpen.
You know,
Yeah.
Bullpen.
Yeah.
especially like you said, if Drew Pomerantz is going to be down and out for a
And
while.
if we're running this 6-man where Danielson and Weathers are starters, not relievers, because we could have used them effectively as relievers too and run these teams, bro. We
Yeah,
could
literally.
run everyone.
I would love for Lamet and Weathers to piggyback each other.
Yeah, we need it. That we win more games by that.
Well, maybe it was Aaron Northcraft. Don't like seeing that guy on the mound either.
Northcraft.
He's actually done good though.
I mean, Stammen's given up the most bombs in our bullpen.
That's why I said him. That's why I said his name.
Ronan Worth.
Jakey. I think that has a lot to. I'm pretty.
Shenny,
finished
who's
on
your?
what I
Have you
to
done?
say.
Have you done your want?
Nope.
Oh, you haven't said your want. We've been just messing around, huh?
Yep. Haven't said it. I've been
Let's hear
saving
it.
it for last.
Let's hear
Let's
it.
hear it.
Pretty good
Better
one.
be good. Better be good.
Pretty good one. He's on a 500 team in the AL Central. Kansas City Royals. Give me Whit Merrifield as my want. This guy is literally fits right into our role. Can play literally everywhere. Has games played at literally every position. So I love the guy. He literally fits right into speed, steals bases, gets on base, contact. The power is not really there, but that's not what we're lacking right now. We're lacking some guy to get on base, start some rallies, And Whit
Yep.
Merrifield can definitely do that. He can definitely play any outfield position. Can play second base, play shortstop if needed. But we got Kim to do all that stuff. So we're just literally going to focus him in the outfield and just let him do his thing and watch the Padres blossom.
I would love Whit, and I've been asking for Whit for a while now. I think it's been like 3 or 4 years that I wanted Whit, just
It just
because
makes
he
sense. Makes
He
sense.
does everything the Padres have needed for so long. Second and center, steals bases. I mean, he's having probably his worst year. Actually, is having his worst year in the majors.
And that's
But
perfect.
yeah,
Damaged goods. We'll take cheap deals. Give me a discount. He's not doing good.
I'm a big Whit fan, but for some reason, I just feel like he is a Royal for life.
Royal for life.
That's
He's
what they
deep.
thought about Hosmer.
Well, I mean, they weren't going to re-sign all of them. They were all free agents in 1 year. But no, Whit stud leads the league in stolen bases right now with 17.
Yep.
And I feel like we do give this guy a lot of credit, but Fernando Tatis is tied for the league lead in home runs and leads the NL in stolen bases. That's unheard of in today's game. You don't
And
get
missed
guys who do both.
17 games.
You don't get guys who do both stuff like that.
He's played 40 games this year.
It's over.
Everyone else
I'm
has played
sorry.
60,
Let's
and
keep
he's tied
praising.
everywhere.
We're gonna keep praising this guy. We're gonna say it every week. MVP Fernando Tatis, playing or not, still an MVP. That's how good he is. Doesn't matter if he's on the field. He's still gonna win MVP. He can play 100 games with ridiculous numbers. He can still win MVP because that's how most valuable player he is to this Padres team.
Yeah. One more thing I wanted to touch back on before we ended this, and I was saving it for last. It's about the sticky stuff. I think I'm going to come out of retirement. I'm going to try the spider stick 'em.
Spider Tack.
Spider tack.
No.
Yeah,
Your arm is shot after 3 pitches.
Bad
I'm
idea,
doing
buddy.
it.
Bad
No
idea.
I'm doing it.
chance.
I'm gonna start throwing.
Before we end this, Chris
Just go
Bryant, we
play
didn't miss you, buddy. We
Adult
still
softball.
see
Try
you,
it there.
but the Cubs might
Underhand?
The Cubs might sign an extension.
I would have said Chris Bryant, but the Cubs are a half game out of first, and I don't see them selling
Exactly.
at
That's
this
what I'm
point.
saying. Probably going to
We
sign you.
we
to an
might hit you
extension.
with episode
They're-
2, and there'll be 10
Yeah.
games out, and they're selling, or
I just
Right.
think Chicago is going to hold on to one last glory year. You need
Exactly.
playoffs one last time
Yeah.
before all
Trying.
these guys go.
But we want you. Come on over if you'd
Hell
like.
yeah.
I
I wish MLB
would
was
send a lot.
like NFL in trades,
Yeah.
or even NBA too. No one requests trades in MLB.
Yeah,
No one
I hate
demands
it.
trades,
Hate it.
and even if they
Don't
do
want to hurt
demand
the
a trade,
club's feelings.
they don't get it. They
Yeah.
go to like a terrible team or something. Like NFL and MLB and NBA, I swear it's I'm out. Trade me now, and they're gone. It's literally problem solved.
Julio
They're gone.
just got traded
Yeah, number
we'll talk
two.
to the
about that
team
later.
he
You
asked.
gotta look clean in number
to
two.
the team he asked. I'm pissed about that. That never freaking happens. You don't get to go to the team you asked.
Never.
You don't get to go to the team you asked for.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is gonna end up in like New Orleans or something, somewhere he doesn't want to be.
No, New Orleans is on the list that he wants to be.
It sounded kind of good too. I
Wants
was
to
like,
put Drew Brees' name in the dirt. People remember
Drew's
Aaron
retired.
forever.
Drew's
I
retired.
know. That's what I'm saying.
He's-
Retired. Put
Aaron
him in the
Rodgers
dirt.
low-key
Make
on the
them
Peyton
remember
Manning
Aaron
grind.
only for the rest of their lives.
Aaron Rodgers on the Peyton Manning grind, except the injuries aren't there, and he's coming off an MVP season. And
No, he's on Brett Favre grind. Brett
Yep.
Favre grind.
Brett
guy.
Favre grind.
Brett Favre.
Make retirement. Trade the next day. That's what I'm talking about.
to the Vikings, bro.
They
Facts.
trade him to the Jets first. That was brutal. All right.
Like and subscribe,
talking
baby.
about football now. That's coming soon. Football is coming back soon, quicker than you
Football.
think.
Expect some basketball also.
Yeah, we should talk a little basketball too. So, average takes. Nothing wrong with being average. I don't care how much I
Bro,
have to say it.
thumbs
Like
up.
and subscribe.
Thumbs
Like,
up.
have
subscribe.
a dream, want, or need, put it in the comments. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. All right, nothing wrong with being average. Deuces.
Let's go.